Before all of you viewers start going mad and start freaking out and typing in the comment section, just hear me out. Alright, just hear me out. Okay, real estate is simply supply and demand. I'll give you a great example. I live in Melbourne, Australia. First of all, many people assume a city is just one market, one big market. That is false. Melbourne, in fact, has 8 markets. Yeah, 8 markets. And which are normally divided by the location of the suburb. For example, west, north, south, east. The places many people, especially first home buyers like my dad, buy further out. They buy places like Cranbourne, in which houses are cheaper. They're around the around 600k mark. We got it for 450k, but now they're around that. And there's a huge supply. In contrast, Bowen is a suburb where houses cost around $1.5 million, and there's limited supply. This all comes back to supply and demand, which I'm sure that you learned in school. Now, you may be asking, what's so special about Bowen opposed to Cranbourne? Well, we can factor in the distance from the city, as Bowen is 10 kilometers from the city, or the CBD, the Central Business District we have here, opposed to Cranbourne, which is around 40 kilometers, which is pretty big. And there's a welcome sign. It says, "Welcome to Melbourne," and it just gets my head. Now, distance is not necessarily a big factor, as Docklands is a suburb and literally in the city, and is doing horribly in terms of capital growth. In fact, apartments there have gone backwards. Rather than going forward or going a little bit forward, they just went backwards and decreased in value. Pretty scary stuff, right? Now, so what constitutes for demand? A metric, or sort of like a view or variable, is walk score. Basically, walk score is essentially a metric for measuring how close shops and cinemas, along with public transport, are in relation to the property from a walking distance. My house in Cranbourne has a higher walk score, as the station is close, food outlets like McDonald's, shopping centers are 5 minutes away, even the YMCA is close. The property is still growing faster than a property, for example, in Cranbourne that has the low walk score. However, Cranbourne property is growing around approximately 3 to 4% in capital growth, while suburbs like Bowen are growing and showing capital growth of 12 to 14% annually. This is because of the limited supply caused by the right demand from the right demographics, as many people can pay more to secure the property. And you'll be wondering, why might they do that? Factors like crime rate come along into play, along with ethnicity is present, but a major variable constituting for demand is schools. And this may sound a bit weird, but it's true. Most of the top or the highest performing suburbs are located where the highest performing schools are. For example, in the eastern side, we have, Bowen High School, Fintona. We have McRob, we have Trinity, we have Q, Boxall High. That's another reason. It is because these schools require you to be in a zone, as many people want to enroll, so that indirectly increases the price range. For example, the property I'm in right now, my aunt's house, it is just outside the zone, and it's around $300,000 less. Just if you're on the other side of the street, it will be worth more. Just a simple thing like that could raise house values pretty much. Another simple reason is income. An average individual in Cranbourne earns around $450 per week, opposed to Richmond, where the average is $1,700. And this also includes old and even the kids. So, that's pretty high median. The rich can easily pay more and marginalize the poor, which creates crazy demand, as rich people are competing against each other, and the poor, just get marginalized. And due to limited properties, the house prices are surging. Well, that's the end to that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll produce more videos relating to wealth creation through investments, tax exemptions, and more. This is focused on Melbourne. However, the principles still apply worldwide. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and click on the notification bell icon. Laters.